Just waiting for this thing to come on. Do. And we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chronicles of the DD-214, day number 117. With the amount of days that Blacky Lebowski has not shown a DD-214. Now, if you recall, I gave this motherfucker not only the 1 week time period to get me, that DD-214, so I can get him like $100, but I was even generous and decided to give him 2 weeks until now, this stream that we're watching right now. Since Blacky Lebowski has failed to provide the DD-214 like I asked, no money will be given out, even if he somehow produces a DD-214 after this. Sorry, Blacky, you had your chance. I gave you the opportunity to make some money if you fucking showed me the shit, but you didn't want to do it, so guess what? Fuck you. Now we're at the point we're at right now. So, let's get a few things out of the way. First and foremost, this is a stream where I'm completely sober and not under the influence of THC for once. 2, although I'll be using a bullet point outline to keep myself on track with what I'm going to be talking about here, this will mostly be unscripted. So please excuse any stuttering and stammering. And I really fucking hope that this turns out good, as in it could be heard. Now, 3, I thought about streaming like an old school game from one of my emulators so I can see and read any comments. But I tested some of these emulators out and they produced audio levels in the game that kind of overshadowed my voice. It made my voice like super quiet. So I'm going to play it safe and stick to my Steam stuff so I can control the audio a little bit better. I got the game audio at the lowest level. So I apologize, I won't be able to read any comments or address them until the stream's done. But depending on what comments I find, I might make a separate video addressing them. 4, links to the stuff that I'll be covering will be in the video description once the stream gets published and uploaded. I'll also watch the video again and put in a table of contents at the part where I start to fucking destroy Blacky's dumb ass. And then let's see what else. Oh yeah, finally. Since I'm not entirely comfortable with my multitasking skills while gaming, I'm going to alternate between playing and trashing Lebowski. So, here we're playing the final station. I'm going to flip a coin really quick. Heads, I start playing the game. Tails, I play a little bit and start to trash Lebowski. Give me 1 second here. Tails it is. Alright. So let's get at least a little bit started here. And get to a point where I could just stand around. Oh, we might already be there. Sweet. I bypassed the whole management of the passengers. It looks like I delivered the passengers as well. I'm starting to remember this. This is definitely where I left off. Now, I'm not going to talk to any of them because I already did that. Let me see something. Okay, good. Looks like we're in a safe area. Alright. Let's go hang out with some of these people. Okay, so. Blacky. For those who are unaware, thankfully, of this man's existence, basically, he started out as a YouTube channel called Ash Villain. And he was a Nintendo fanboy at this point. And obviously he made that, video where he flashed his fucking guns on camera and basically indirectly threatened anybody that, called him a pedophile for liking Nintendo. Of course, he got shit for this. Well-deserved shit for this. Then, I'm trying to remember the order of events here. I think, did he close? Yeah, I think he closed his channel down, the Ashvillian channel, came back as Blacky Lebowski, and he switched allegiances from being a Nintendo fanboy to an Xbox fanboy. Like, who the fuck does that shit? Like, for real, who the fuck does that shit? And if that wasn't bad enough, even though it was blatantly fucking obvious by the sound of his voice that this was the Ash Villain dude, Blacky Lebowski just kept fucking denying it over and over and over again until he had no fucking choice but to admit it. So already, right then and there, he was proven to be a liar. Then that whole incident where a YouTuber named Arbiter made a video showing how inconvenient the Kinect was to do anything on the Xbox. Because Blacky had made a video, showing, saying that how much the Kinect was awesome. Blacky Lebowski got so fucking ass hurt over this, he flagged that fucking video. And he told Arbiter that he was flagging it in advance. He pretty much disregarded fair use, blatantly, openly. In fact, I even recall that the remark was, fair use or not, this is getting flagged. Yet this guy is somehow not only this guy not only was basically the Air Force equivalent of a police officer, so upholding the law would be, his prime duty, but he's also now wanting to become a lawyer and practice law, even though he blatantly disregarded copyright law and flagged the fucking video. Like, dude, are you fucking serious? Do you really expect us to believe your bullshit? And then, of course, we're now to the point where we're at right now. I'm pretty sure between the Ash Villain and Blacky Lebowski channels, between several videos, he would constantly mention that he was, a veteran in the Air Force. Why else would me and a bunch of other people be giving him shit for not providing a fucking DD-214 if he didn't do that? So he has nobody fucking blame but his own goddamn self for the predicament he's in right now. If he had kept his fucking mouth shut about his supposed service, this wouldn't be taking place. So let me see if I understand this correctly. You make a concentrated effort to say that you're an Air Force veteran in several of the videos that you've done. Yet, when people ask you about that shit, you get super defensive and try to downplay it. The audio ain't fucking matching the visual, dude. Plain and simple. And ever since I started making videos about him, I'm pretty convinced the dude's fucking scared of me. I'm convinced he's terrified of me. He's only left like 2 comments on 2 of my videos, and once I responded to them, his ass shut the fuck up real quick. And then I left a fucking comment on his, latest return video, and he responded to it with, bullshit, which I'll read his fucking comment a little bit later after I play this game a little bit. And of course, I responded to it, and once again, he pretty much shut the fuck up after that. So, yeah. I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dissect that fucking comment he responded with. But first, let's play a little bit of this game. Now, this game is kind of like a weird sort of mixture between like Oregon Trail, where you have to like take care of like people on your train and stuff like that. You have to manage like certain things about the train, like so it, the train will keep rolling and not malfunction and stuff like that. I noticed that immediately when I started playing this game, or started talking about playing this game, I'm looking at the live stream in the upper left-hand corner. I went from 9 viewers to 6. Okay. All right, I think I see what y'all really want me to do, so I'll just walk on by here. I think I'm in a relatively safe spot anyway. And of course, in these spots, when you're not in a safe zone, you have to battle, you know, the undead or whatever the fuck they are. Ooh. Okay. Whatevs. Okay, since my viewership is dropping fast, I guess I'll just go ahead and keep going on. Okay, so Blacky fucking responded to my comment, right, that I left on his video. The comment that I left was just a simple, "Where's that DD-214, fraud?" And this is what he responded with. And I quote, "I should produce this, why? Because some random asswipe acting rude asked for it?" Now, I already addressed that in my response. Like I said, I'm going to link that in the description of this video once it gets published, so you can find it and see it for yourself. And why he should produce it, it's blatantly fucking obvious, which was addressed in my comment. You should produce it to salvage what little credibility you have left, pretty much destroy me and anybody else talking shit about you, and at the time, make $100 of easy fucking money. Pretty goddamn simple. Let's continue. Think about how fucking stupid you and anybody else saying this is. Well, I would, except I'm too busy thinking about how stupid it is for you to claim that you did something of value when the mounting evidence says otherwise. Moving on. You really need to get a life. Oh, here we go with this shit again. That seems to be the go-to fucking response for people getting called out for their bullshit online. Oh, you need to get a life. Well, I got news for you, Blacky. Me having a life's already been taken care of. I'm good on that there, buddy. I've even practically got an unofficial wife and everything. Yet I still find the time to incinerate your sorry ass. Effortlessly. You're with Y-O-U-R, not Y-O-U''re. You're caught up on proving some small part in my life that ended over 12 years ago. Well, yeah, because when you were asked very simple questions any veteran would be able to answer without issue, you not only became extremely defensive, but also answered the goddamn questions wrong. Okay? Giving a unit name and job title when asked for your AFSC designation. I mean, if you had any brain at all, you could easily have used Google to find the answers to these questions, so you could at least sound like you know what you're talking about. Like I left a comment on Morpheus 1's one of his videos where he took part in some live stream where some pissant was claiming he was in, I don't remember what branch it was, Army, Air Force, whatever it was, and the shit that he was saying just made no goddamn sense. Talking about he did basic training at Fort Campbell, except Fort Campbell is not a basic training installation. Okay? The basic training installations that I'm aware of are Fort Jackson in South Carolina, which is the one that I went to, Fort Benning, Georgia, which is where my father went to in the mid-60s. He's a Vietnam vet. Fort Sill, I'm trying to remember where that was. I don't remember what. I don't think it was Oklahoma, but possibly. So there's those three. Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri. And there might be one more, but I'm thinking that might be it. But yeah, Fort Campbell is not a basic training installation. And then he was talking about P90X boot camp. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. It's like, you could use Google. You could use fucking Google. You're on the internet. You're using a fucking... Oh my God. My brain hurts. It's so simple, yet these dumbasses just fail. They fail an open book test, basically. Anyways, oh, this one, oh my God, this one, I'm gonna have fun with this one. And the funny part is, I never claimed valor, just had a shitty job in security forces in the Air Force. I'm gonna come back to that one because that statement right there just proves how big of a fraud Lebowski is. But let's finish up the comment. You feel some kind of way about another man with an opinion on YouTube. Yet I've gone on record multiple fucking times stating that I'm not going after Lebowski for any of his opinions. I'm going after him strictly for how he conducts himself as a human being over the internet. Now, I'm sure the defense that he's gonna fucking pull is, well, I'm just playing a character. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. Tell me, Lebowski, if you did come across Black Bond or Hard 8 or whoever else you want to, severely injure, and you started throwing hands with them, is it the character that's engaging in the fight or is it the real person? Okay, you dumb motherfucker. You're not fooling anybody. Okay, there might be some exaggerated parts of you. I would actually say embellished parts of you, obviously, based on what I'm doing. But I get no indication whatsoever from any of your fucking videos, Lebowski, that you're portraying a fucking character. Same goes with fucking Zaire, Next Gen 720. It's a bullshit cop-out excuse that people like that give when they're called out on their bullshit. Plain and goddamn simple. You're not playing a goddamn character. And if you are, you're essentially playing who you would want to be in the real world. So, in a way, I hold more credence on how you act online versus how you act in the real world. Because how you're acting online is essentially how you want to act in the real world, but can't, due to the fact that if you do, your ass will get into some serious fucking trouble. So, get the fuck out my face with that nonsense. Epic win for me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not only not showing a DD-214 is not an epic win, it just makes you a bigger epic fail, Lebowski. The stupidity, loneliness, and anger is real with you. And we're going back to that, that supposed lack of life I have, or whatever the fuck. Stupidity? Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody that's not a mental midget that watches our videos and reads our comments will contest that. Now, I've been with my girlfriend for 7.5 years now and been living with her for 4 of those years. So please explain to me, how exactly is it that I'm lonely? That's like 4 years of busting nuts on a pretty regular basis. So, yeah, I already got that covered. Now, the only part you got right in that was anger. Because as an actual veteran, I sure as fuck don't appreciate shit piles like you claiming they were in the service when they weren't. Because it's fucking disrespectful to all that served and have died while doing so. Watch your videos about me again. Okay, I watch them in their entirety before I even upload them. So, yeah, I'm good on that. I'm not gaining anything by doing that other than reaffirmation that you're a toolbox. Go look in the mirror and you should easily see how fucked up you are as a person. You know what I see when I look in the mirror, Lebowski? I see somebody who is honest and doesn't spend his time living in some fraudulent make-believe world. and doesn't try to bullshit others into believing this fake-ass world exists. Oh, and I also see an actual veteran unlike you. Now let's go back. This is juicy. Let's go back to that never claimed valor statement. This one statement, Blacky, pretty much exposes your ass hard for two reasons. Reason number one, that first sentence of "I should produce this why" implies that you have served and that you have a DD-214, which actually automatically constitutes valor. See, you don't have to be deployed in order to claim valor, Lebowski. All you really need to do is be in a branch of the armed forces and not get a dishonorable discharge. Obviously, you don't know how this shit works in the military, if this is how you view valor. Which brings me to my second point. He characterized the Air Force as a quote-unquote shitty job. Anybody that's been in the military, in any semblance, will tell you that it's not a job. It's a lifestyle. I mean, sure, you have a main job that you're trained to do, and you are monetarily compensated for it. But that's pretty much where the similarities end. Now, what I'm doing right now, Blacky, is a job. I go in, I put my 8 hours or 12 hours or however long I'm scheduled to work. Then once my schedule is over, once I'm off, I don't have to worry about work at all again until my next scheduled shift. Unless, of course, maybe somebody calls in sick or they're really, really low staffed and they absolutely need somebody to call in, which the chances of that happening are not that high. They're pretty slim. Now, in the military, yes, you put in your time, even though it's not a certain amount of hours. If they want to, they can keep you there for as long as they need to, doing whatever. I had a few occasions where they didn't let us fucking go home till 8 o'clock at night. Even though typically, we have final formation around 4:30 p.m. and pretty much get off by 5 o'clock. But there have been instances, especially, when we've been in the field and whatnot, where we're pretty much kept there till 8, 9 o'clock at night. All right? And then, of course, you factor in, PT, physical training, exercising. And what's interesting is, at least the Army, I don't know how it works in the other branches, but I imagine it's the same way. Excuse me. They technically don't consider PT as being on the clock, even though you're required to be there, which is strange to me. Also, the job, any job that you work at in the civilian world, typically you're paid on an hourly rate. You make so much an hour. Not so in the armed forces. You're paid specifically based on your rank. If you're deployed, you get extra stuff like danger pay. The pay that you get is tax-free, all that stuff. And the chances of you getting called in back to the office, quote unquote, in the Army or in any branch of the military is a lot higher than in the civilian world. It's so high, in fact, that the reason, unless you're signed out on leave, you can't go beyond a 250-mile radius. And even when you're on leave, if it's an emergency situation and they call you, guess what? You're going to be on the first fucking flight back. It don't fucking matter that you're on leave. So yeah, you're pretty much at the mercy of the armed forces branch that you're a part of. It is nowhere near comparable to a civilian job. So, this is a conclusion that not only would any veteran, my God, I mean, it's blatantly obvious at this point you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Not only is any veteran that's been in the armed forces, not only with them downplaying their time in the military as a mere job, not only is that unbecoming of a service member, but it's also disrespectful to those who served and are currently serving. And it just proves, once again, Blacky, you have no earthly concept of what you're talking about. And it proves that you were not in the Air Force or any branch of the armed forces. Now, this AFSC code that you like to dance around, when Red Raven asked you for the AFSC code and you kept saying Security Forces, 321st Security Forces, which we'll get to that here in a little bit. I got a fucking surprise for your ass on that. See, Blacky, what he was asking for was an alphanumeric code, which in the Army is called an MOS. Spoiler alert, the AFSC code for Security Forces is 3 Papa 0 X-Ray 1. That's the correct answer, Blacky, that you should have given. But you didn't, because you don't know fucking shit about the armed forces. Now, this 321st Security Forces Squadron. Spoiler alert on this, I'm about 99.99989% sure that this is not a real unit and never was. I did a little bit of research into this 321st Security Forces Squadron, and this is the results that I came to. Firstly, if you go to Google and put 321st Security Forces Squadron or 321st Security Forces Squadron Air Force, the only thing you really get is a dead Facebook page with 0 likes that claims that this supposed Security Forces Squadron is stationed at Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota, which, to be fair, Grand Forks is a real Air Force base. But let's look a little deeper. Now, when looking up all the different Security Forces squadrons that exist in the Air Force, not only is there not one stationed at Grand Forks Air Force Base, there isn't even a 324th Security Forces Squadron on that list, period. Even if it was a defunct unit, there would be a record of it that comes up when you do a search for it. But guess what? No such record exists, heavily implying that it never existed to begin with. Now, let's contrast this. My unit was called 3rd BSB. At your leisure, and I'll go ahead and put this in the description. At your leisure, go ahead and do this. Put that 3rd BSB into Google and see what results you get. It was my old unit in Fort Stewart, Georgia. And you'll see quite a few results about it. And one of the results is a Facebook page that's alive and popping. Now, once you've done this, you conclude that the fact that you get results from looking up my unit, but get absolutely nothing from this supposed unit that Blacky has provided, that should be more than enough to find him guilty of frauding and put his ass to bed for life. So far, pretty much the only things you've gotten correct, Blacky, about the Air Force is, 1, the Air Force. It is an actual branch of the military, and that Security Forces is an actual job title in the Air Force. So you got those 2 things right. So congrats on that, Blacky. Congrats on possibly knowing somebody who knows somebody that was enlisted in the Air Force. Now, I've long been thoroughly convinced that we're never going to see him show a DD-214 because he doesn't have one, because he was never in the Air Force to begin with and is thus a lying fraud. And the fact that he won't show it after 2 weeks, in addition to everything I presented so far in this stream, is pretty definitive proof. If he was somehow in the Air Force and does show his DD-214 to prove it, then based on his actions so far, I'd be of the belief that he's not proud of the service for some reason. Maybe because it's been designated as a dishonorable discharge, which could explain why he doesn't want to show it. But due to his overall lack of knowledge about how shit works in the Air Force or any other branch in the military, combined with the utterly impossible revelation of having no information available for this supposed unit that he provided, I find that scenario to be extremely unlikely. And I'm of the strong belief that he's just a lying fucking fraud. And that he was never in the Air Force or any other branch of the military to begin with. Like I said, Blacky, I'm not going away. We're not going away. You got 2 choices here, buddy. You either show that DD-214, which at this point, I'm pretty sure is imaginary. You don't fucking have it to begin with. Or leave and not come back. Because as long as you're here, you're going to continue to get clowned and exposed for the fraud that you are. And speaking of this, speaking of frauds, I actually found his Facebook page. And interestingly, like the Facebook page for this supposed 321st Security Forces Squadron stationed in Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota, his Facebook page is also pretty fucking dead. And I'll link this in the description too. This is interesting. His Facebook page claims that he's originally from Willis, Michigan. Excuse me. Currently lives in Manchester, United Kingdom, which I'm pretty sure he actually lives in New York, but whatever. And that he started working for the U.S. Department of Justice back in 2014, even though he claims he's a law student. I mean, the dude is just a living, breathing mound of fraudulence. And it should become pretty obvious at this point. The fact that his buddies are just more dumbasses, kind of like him, speaks volumes. I mean, there's really nothing more that needs to be said about any of this. So, now that I fucking put Blacky to bed pretty fucking definitively, once and for all, let's play this game. Because now I don't give a fuck if people don't want to watch or not. You got what you came here for. You got fucking Blacky buried fucking close to the Earth's goddamn core. So, yeah, if you don't want to watch me fucking play this game, you are more than free to go. Okay, why can't I bypass him? Okay. It's weird that the paths this game fucking makes you take. It's kind of awkward. I get the feeling I'm not going to be fighting any zombies or black cloaked figures or whatever the fuck they are. Ooh, now we're adding fucking multiple paths. This is interesting. The game didn't do that up until this point. And it's added shops too, so we are officially in a safe zone. There's nothing really to worry about here. Alright. Okay, why not? Okay, sure. Okay. I had to deliver some cargo. Basically, this game takes place in a post-apocalyptic... Well, not post-apocalyptic, but basically during what appears to be a zombie outbreak. And what's interesting is and my controller's fucking up again, constantly wants to go the other way. You're basically on a train and you're weathering, the coming apocalypse, the zombie outbreak, or whatever the fuck it is. And you travel from town to town, rescuing people, getting supplies, etc. So it's divided into two sections, basically. The parts where you go into towns, scrounge for supplies, scrounge for survivors, combat the undead, and the parts where you're actually on the train going to your next destination, where you have to basically manage your supplies, tend to your passengers, make sure the train doesn't fucking stop suddenly. So in that way, it's kind of like Oregon Trail, sort of. I'm going to try to get to a part where we actually fight some undead, and then I think I might, well, we'll see. That door's locked. Okay, so now we're back here. So now we can go ahead and buy stuff, get some supplies, do all that happy horse shit. Now I'm curious. This is the first area where I've seen this. And yet I just went in. Okay, whatever. Right now I'm kind of scrounging for supplies a little bit too. Okay. Probably that crazy nut that's sitting out there right now. And of course you find old notes and all that shit. What's interesting is in the levels where you scrounge up supplies, fight the undead, etc., you have to find a note that gives you a code to start the train back up again. So I guess it has limited fuel or something. I don't fucking know. Okay. That's nice. I don't care. Stop it. Ooh, underground. A bunch of piss-stinking hobos down here. You've already been discovered. What the fuck are you talking about? I discovered you. Use the phone? I guess we are. And of course, nobody's picking up. Because it's a zombie apocalypse. Why would anybody pick up? Okay, let's go all the way back here. Okay. Was there anything? Oh yeah, that's right. That was that hotel room. So let's go back down. Let's get some supplies. Okay. Ammo. Extended clip. Laser sight. Nah, I'm pretty good with my aiming. I don't need any of that. Okay. Shotgun shells we definitely need. Okay. Then why not think that was food, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now. I guess. All right, now. I believe at this point, we're about to head out again. Okay. Oh, there's the code. Sweet. 8565. Now let's get this bad boy on the road. Now this is the part where you have to manage shit. The train takes off. And here we go. Okay, that looks good. Well, it did. Wait a minute, the train has changed a little bit. This was not... I don't think this was here before. There we go. Got it. Now, that's good. He's hungry. That's good. So let me see if there's any food in here. Crap, there is none. Can we craft any? I don't think we can. Shit. Well, I hope he doesn't starve. And this part's new. This part was not in the train before. Anybody online? No. How far are we to our destination? About halfway. Okay. Can we craft anything? Okay, we're going to try crafting. Okay. More ammo, the better. Can we craft any shotgun shells? Uh-oh. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Something's up. Shit. Okay, get rid of that. Boom. We're good there. Oh yeah, shit. Somebody is online. That's what that was. Okay. Choice like it even matters. Sweet. I don't have to worry about him dying of hunger. At least I hope not. Okay. Whatever. I'll get you some food here. Now we're getting to the point where we scrounge for supplies. Scrounge for supplies, look for any survivors, and fight the undead. I'm going to switch to my handgun, move with the left analog stick, aim with the right, turn around with the right. R1 changes weapons, and of course R2 fires. Found a dead body. Cool. Got some pistol ammo and some screws we could use for crafting shotgun shells. Uh-oh. Might be people in the... Shit. Might be a bunch of undead in the cellar, in the shelter. Can't even get there. Alright. Anything in the fridge? Sweet. Got some food. Now I can feed my passenger if he's not dead by the time I come back. Oh yeah, and circle is punch, and you can charge it too. And there's a zombie right there. Let's scroll up. Shit. Got him. Headshot pretty much gets him. Let's break this window. Why not? Oh, great. 2 of them. Shit. I said earlier that my aiming is usually good. Now it's shit. Usually I'm able to get headshots pretty easily. Alright. Oh, you can pick stuff up with X and throw it at people. Which in this case I need to do shit. Move. Boom. Got him. Alright. Anything in here? Yes. I think I'll just play through this one section and then I'm going to shut this thing off. Because I do have things to do. I got to eat dinner. I got to get ready to go to the grocery store. And then I got to go to bed early because I got to wake up early because I got to go to work early. Around 5 a.m. Thankfully, it's an easy job. Okay. The hell? Okay, I guess. Oh, shit. Watch what happens if I shoot him. Come on. Now move. Explode. Don't want to be near them when that happens. Now, let's see if I can pick this motherfucker off. No, I cannot. Fuck. Damn, my aiming just turned to shit. And I'm fucking low on ammo. Lovely. Okay. This game's kind of stingy with ammo that you find. I wonder. Oh, son of a bitch. So close. Now with these little fuckers, you want to punch them out. And I'm dead. I should have picked up the chair and threw it at him. I think that's what I'll do. Alright. Got him. Nice. Alright. Okay, let's go down here. Back in here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take this toilet. And that's what I'm going to throw at him. Boom. Got him. Okay. Makes it a lot easier if you pick up stuff in your environment to kill these things with. Especially those small, fast ones. Okay. Now you gotta be careful because sometimes these things will pop up out of doors like this. Boom. Now I know why that was placed there. Oh fuck. There we go. And it's locked. Anything in here? Nothing of any interest. I should be finding the code here pretty soon. Oh, I don't like the looks of that. Boom. Charge shot pretty much gets anybody. Alright, let's switch to shotgun. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Nowhere near as bad as I thought, actually. Of course. Okay. Nothing really here except a key. Okay. Not forget to get the key. Okay. So that's where it ends. So now I get to unlock something. Possibly this. Called it. Oh, great. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen here. Probably going to get fucking bum rushed is what's going to happen. Okay. Oh, shit. Called it. Did I fucking call that shit or what? Thankfully, I have plenty of shotgun shells. This is I'm probably getting close to the point where I'm going to find the hell identified objects. I'm probably going to find that code here real soon. Take him out. Switch to my... Got him. Okay. Now then. See, because we're just pretty much just going completely backwards now, except we're moving underground. I guess that's the way this level was designed. The hell? Oh, this ain't good. This is not good at all. And now I know what that was for. Great. Okay. I'm going to take you out. Okay. Fuck! Oh yeah, triangle is your med kit. I'm going to use one of those right now. Now let's dispatch of him. Okay. What's up here? Ah, looks like we found a survivor. And there he goes. Now he's on the train. Now, did I miss? I don't think I did, but I just want to make sure. Nope, didn't think so. Okay. Moving on. That's orders. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Move. Whew, that was close. All right. And there it is. 2782. Boom. We're back. And now we can leave. So yeah, that's final station pretty much in a nutshell. So on that note, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I've streamed long enough. I got across what I wanted to get across. So, Blacky, you can consider your ass motherfucking definitively exposed and owned for life. And with that, I'm out. The Great Exposer has spoken. Peace out.